Hello and welcome to another episode of the Never Words podcast. I'm your host Tom Brown, joined today by Jack. Jack, this is a double flu game for us. We've
Yep.
tried to we tried to do this earlier in the week, but both of us, thanks to our children, are riddled with the flu.
hmm That's correct. I don't have the flu. I have a chest cold, but you have the flu. But I am also down. I've spent some time out of work. The bags under your eyes suggest you need some more rest. And
Yeah. Yeah,
it's tough. This
I
might
didn't
be
put
an
any
audio only podcast.
I didn't put anything what do you put under your eyes? Foundation?
Oh,
I don't know
retinol
what.
cream?
Um, well, it's bags, but also you'll notice it's a bit of a shiner because Tuesday I was feeling a little up. I wasn't as sick. I hadn't really been ransacked by a fever yet. And so I was like, all right, I've been sitting around for days. I want to move a little bit. So I go to do a workout and I pick my workout. I'm in the basement. Thea's down there and I am doing push-ups and she's like, "Can you put this Elsa dress on me?" And I was like, "Yes," when I'm done doing the push-ups. So she drops it right by the top of my like workout mat and I'm pushing doing push-ups and as I'm going down, she tries to kick the dress to me and
Kicks you
whiffs
right in
on
the face.
everything except my eyeball. Contact
Yeah.
came out. It was,
Oh,
oh my
wow.
God. That I was like, I like yelped, like when you
Hmm.
step on a dog's tail. I, it shocked me so much.
Yeah.
And then I was walking around and I was like, shit, you know this feeling. I think the contact was in my eye. So
Oh,
I'm
boy. Yeah.
blinking and it wasn't. She kicked it right out. I actually think it might have got stuck to her toe because it was over by where she was standing. So that was just insult and injury on top of feeling like garbage.
Yeah.
Um,
Jeez.
so I, I I haven't worked out since. I was like, don't be a hero here.
Yeah, sure.
Um, so it's yeah. Ah, God, I've not
So,
had a good.
Tom,
Go ahead.
I mean, just to cut you off there, get back to the matter at hand.
Very rudely.
Unfortunately, our favorite baseball team hasn't made us feel any better.
Well, that's where I was going. Um, I was gonna say I haven't felt good, and the Red Sox haven't helped with that. So the Red Sox, they won
Tough
their
week.
first game and lost their next five. And uh, Red Sox stats is back at it, and put something out that at the end of the first road trip, the Red
For
Sox
6 games.
are, yeah, the pitching is 19th in K percentage, 20th in walk percentage, 26th in batting average, 26th in WHIP, 26th in ERA, 28th in FIP, and 30th in homer per nine.
Mm, that's the most.
That's
30th is
terrible.
there's only 30 teams.
Yep. And then the hitting is 14th in walk percentage, 15th
hmm
in ISO slugging or
hmm
isolated power, 20th on base percentage, 21st batting average, 21st weighted runs created plus, 24th in runs, and 26th in K percentage. And if you watched those first six games, you would be stunned that the pitching is actually worse than the offense because they haven't scored runs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's only, with the exception of Crochet, everybody's only had one turn through the rotation, so certainly not panic button time. Um, but Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez did not miss many bats when they pitched. Um, Connolly Early had a great game. He's the opening day starter today. Um,
That's
but
if they
that's
play.
that's what no,
I,
they'll play. It's not going to rain today.
it's what's it like in Massachusetts? We got some rain up here.
It's going to be in the mid 60s with no rain. So,
Oh, that's good. Was
Yeah.
it 2 o'clock start?
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid start. Um, Not ideal. Again, I think everybody's pressing the swing and miss stuff. I mean, they are striking out so often, which is scary. But again, it's only 6 games. But I said this not last year or last year. I guess they got kind of hot around May. But eventually, it's too early is going to become like it's time to start hitting. Um, and I, I just don't get how you stay consistent with a new lineup every day. Um, but right now, they are swinging and missing at everything. I think the homers that they've hit, um, 3 by Abreu, one Story, one Roman, one Rafaela. So
Mhm.
need a little bit more production from the rest of everybody in your lineup. And they cannot hit with runners in scoring position right now. I think they're batting 170 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah. So if we just go through here, Roman Anthony, I don't expect to strike out as often as he has been. He's in a little bit of a slump. He did hit the pinch
He,
hit home run. So
yeah, but the game before that, he took 3 fastballs right down the middle to start the game from Hunter Brown.
yeah,
Like
he
those
did.
were not corner shots. They were not dots. Those were 3 97-mile-an-hour fastballs right down the middle, and he didn't swing at any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that that was concerning. That was just but like you said, it's not time to panic. The the other guys, you look at Story. Story is just, I mean, God, I don't know. We've
It's like
talked
what
about
you
this
said last
forever.
year with Trevor Story when they said it was a storybook season. I mean, it was a fine season for Trevor Story, a good bounce back, but the days of Trevor Story hitting 320 and 30 home runs, I think, are behind us. Um, I just don't think he's your best option as a two hitter in this lineup.
Yeah. Uh, and just if we're talking storybook seasons, why is it only 20 homers? 21, whatever he hit.
Well,
Like,
that's what I mean. I think it was kind of overblown just because he played in most of the games and he didn't get hurt.
which I think, I hope he does. If he plays in every
Of
game
course.
again, he'll hit 20 something homers and he'll be fine, which is great. Uh, Duran, yeah, they're just all struggling. Like, there's not a lot to say. It's
They're
6 games.
pressing. Yeah,
And
they're
yeah, and the
pressing.
same thing happened last year. If you don't remember that Rafael Desert Dever started 0 for 19 with 15 strikeouts. So I guess what I'm saying is anyone could be traded at any time. Um, but yeah, so the thing is the acquisitions. Wilson Contreras is 150. Caleb Durbin doesn't have a hit yet. Caleb Durbin, there's a chance he'll get booed today, and it's stupid. It's 6 games. He didn't even play one of them, so it's 5 games.
The people we know go to opening day to
We
hate the
know
Red
some
Sox.
angry Red Sox
And
fans.
I think if you go to boo a person 6 days in, that says a lot more about you than it does their performance on a baseball field. Um, he hasn't been great. I think the thing that was touted was like his contact. He hasn't really shown that yet. The thing I can say about Wilson Contreras is he's hitting the ball hard. He's just hitting it at people.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
again,
just
Tom, I want to say just straight out, that's not the right-handed pop we all thought they were going to add. It's not
no.
a 35 to 40 home run guy like the Orioles acquired in Pete Alonso. Um, and again, he hasn't played a game at Fenway yet, so maybe the power translates over. But if you're trying to sell this whole region on a 25 homer guy in the middle of your lineup, that's just not going to work out.
Hmm. When in reality, I said it the opening day, he's an actual first baseman,
Yep.
and he it was simple. It shouldn't seem like a lot. Maybe it wasn't even opening day. It was just that weekend against the Reds. It was a 3-6 or a 3-6 double play where he stepped on the bag and then they tagged the runner out. And I was like, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so, it seems simple, but uh, Toro, Romy Gonzalez, whoever, Connor Wong, the guys they've played at first base.
Process.
Well, yeah, but he's a first baseman. I'm
He's
saying
not as good defensively as Wilson
no.
Contreras.
I'm just saying the replacement level guys they've put in in there since
Yeah.
Costas is always hurt. Uh, you know what I felt so when Connolly early got picked up or called up to the start the season on the major league team, I was so mad at myself because every now and then I have a take brewing in my gut and it bubbles a little, but I'm like a little too afraid to say it out loud.
You got bubble gut.
Yeah, and my take was going to be that I think Early is probably further along and might be a better pitching prospect than Tolley.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't bust it out before the season. And then he
Hmm.
pitched well against the
Yeah.
Reds. Um, Probably the second best pitching performance so far. And I like him. And I think if Tolley can add a breaking ball and an off-speed pitch, like improve his slider and changeup, he'll be just as good, if not better. But right now, Early's further along. Um, you know, Bayo's Bayo. I've said this over and over. I'm a Bayo guy, but I just don't think he's going to get past where he is right now. Um, I
Yeah,
think
I hear that.
I think in 2024 they were like, okay, this is a guy, and then he's had good seasons the last 2 years, but it's like he's there's a reason they go out and get Crochet.
Yeah.
Um, there's a reason they go out and get Ranger Suarez to be the number two guy. Like, I just I think he's a back end of the rotation guy, unfortunately. And then the other two pitchers there, Suarez and Sonny Gray, it's like it's one
Two
game.
more acquisitions. Yeah, it is one game.
Yeah.
Ranger Suarez did not look good during his last couple of outings in the spring. Translated that into a pretty rough and hard hit debut against the Astros. Just about as hard hit as Sonny Gray against the Reds. Um, so there is a little concern there that he might be a slow starter. But he is a major league pitcher. They both are. I just don't buy the strikeout numbers from Sonny Gray last year. Um, as a consistent thing throughout this whole year. But or maybe it wasn't strikeout. Maybe it was just like swing and miss or weak contact, whatever it may be. But it just doesn't smack of like this is a guy who can carry this through a whole season, 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah. Um they I worry in today's baseball game if you don't throw it really hard. A hard fastball. And they said he spins it and all that, but God, you're leaving a pretty wide open stadium for Fenway and you're going to the American League East. So it's a scary prospect of him trying to win with sweepers and sliders and not relying on a fastball. Um, but I think much like last year, we have to all take a deep breath here. Um,
Yep.
they have to stop starting 1-5 for sure.
Alex Spire has posted that all the previous times, or the 6 previous times that they've got off to 1-5, it has been immediately followed by regime change, whether that be the GM or the coach. And as much as this area is Alex Cora pilled about him being a genius to manage Mookie Betts, Chris Sale, and JD Martinez to a championship, he basically said the weirdest thing a manager I think I've heard in a long time say, where he just kept saying to reporters, "You think this is easy? It's hard to move around your six outfielders that you have on the roster for some reason. Um, move one of them. Move one of them. Make space so it's not so difficult. It's not a good problem to have that Masataka Yoshida doesn't get at bats. It's not a good problem to have that Wilyer Abreu, Roman Anthony, or Cedon Rafaela has to sit every fourth game. Like I hate that rationale of this is harder than it looks. Like, of course it is. It's a Major League Baseball roster. You have 25 or 26 egos that you have to manage. I get that. Coming out and saying this is really hard and then coming into a 1-5 start, it doesn't prove your point. It actually proves that you might not be managing it correctly.
Yeah. The I get I I get like this giving guys breaks. They're struggling early in the season, day off, get back out there. But I really just want to see Anthony, uh, Abreu, and Rafaela just be the outfield every game. And I like
Yeah.
Duran, but I've also said he might be the best piece to get something. Now, here, what's interesting, going back to what you said about what Stats Masterson said, we're in year 3 of Breslow. If they have a really bad year, the trend has been 3 years and you get fired. And people said, "How are you now?" After High Bloom was fired, they said, "How are you going to attract people if after every 3 years you fire them?" I think Sherrington was longer, and then it was 3 years Dombrowski, 3 years High Bloom, now third year of Breslow. That regime change thing is like
Real.
it's real.
Yeah.
It's
The only reason they've had Cora so long is because he was suspended and he didn't get a full season when they had Ron Renicky, certified boob. Um, that was their manager for a season. So there's like a gap year with Cora, and it's just
and he got
like
lucky. It was the COVID year too.
I don't understand. They're still playing bad defense. They still stink at defense, and they've stunk at defense the entire of the time that Alex Cora has been the manager. So I mean, he says it like we got to play better defense. Like, who's responsible for that?
Yeah. The thing is he's going to be their GM.
Well, that's the other part of when people were saying, how do you attract people? And then there are rumors of your grooming Alex Cora to basically do the Brad Stevens swap, where it's like, we don't want you coaching anymore. Would actually like you building the team. And I don't know what team they're referring to that he's built because almost every single player that he's coached has been traded away or left in free agency.
Yeah. Also, it's just they they've attached themselves to this guy who I don't dislike as much as you,
I don't dislike him.
but
I'm just saying I feel like nobody calls him out on some of his BS.
yeah, I just I don't get the fascination when it's like you had a team miss the playoffs the year after winning 119 games. Well, yeah, because the playoffs, 108 total, I think, in the regular season or whatever they won in 2018. Um, you know, you miss the playoffs the next year, and then you've had these back and forth years ever since. So I mean, it's not like, I mean, Aaron Boone is getting the Yankees to the playoffs every year. We we're not Aaron Boone guys, but he's doing it, you know?
Sure.
Uh, I just I don't understand the fascination. It is not a Brad Stevens situation where he was taking underachieving teams and they were winning lots of games and making the playoffs. Then you put him in the front office and he instantly builds a champion.
Yeah.
So I don't get I don't the yeah the love seems just misplaced because
Also, the front office and the ownership team has pretty much gone out and said, we're not going to spend money. We're not spending the money we spent in the early 2000s.
yeah. So I don't know. Well, Jen McCaffrey just skeeted out that Johan Oviedo is heading to the IL with an elbow strain. So another world class move by the front office.
Well, yeah, I mean, they switched to him from Ranger Suarez, and it was basically like they just like, all right, let's do this batting practice pitcher's getting tired. Let's bring in a new one.
Yeah.
So pretty grim to start. I mean, but they do kick off their home opener today. And Merloni was saying this in Texas, like, let's get the Southern California team in the 50-degree weather and see how they do. But I don't know. I mean, it's not like the Red Sox grew up in Massachusetts and are accustomed to the cold and playing in the cold. They did just spend 2 months in Florida. So
hmm
it,
Yeah, and
it's
you show up, vibes are going to be off, so that's not good. It's not like you come in here 5-1. Caleb Durbin has 3 home runs. Sonny Gray threw 7 one-hit innings. It's everyone's going to be on edge, and they're going to be. I mean, folks are probably across the street at Cask and Flagon right now,
of course.
or the bullpen bar on Lansdowne Street. People are getting fired up. So
Yeah, there's
I,
always some kind of reverence, like, hey, the Red Sox are starting, hope springs eternal, or whatever that is. But it's unfounded this year. Like the exciting thing is Roman Anthony hit that homer opposite field. That was bomb too, and a good piece of hitting. And maybe that's what he needed. Because I'll be very clear. This team is going as far as Roman Anthony will carry them. That was the only reason last year's surprise trade of Devers wasn't a huge mistake and everything fell apart is because of how fast Roman Anthony matured in the lineup. And then he got hurt, and their offense was not the same going into the playoffs. And they lost 2 or 3 to the Yankees in the wild card round. So he is the only person worth a damn in that lineup right now. I shouldn't say that because Willie Abreu is playing the best in the lineup, but they're going as far as Roman can carry them. Simple as that. This is a young team and it belongs to the young players.
um, who do you think throws out, who comes out from the monster and throws out the first pitch?
Underneath the flag, I don't know. Jason Tatum.
2026. I think it's
Maybe
Drake
they got
May.
some Boston-based. Oh, Drake May could do it. Maybe they got some Boston-based USA hockey players. Oh no, their season's still going on.
Yeah. Um, 2026, not really an anniversary of anything. Um, I don't know. They knowing ownership, they'd probably just be like, okay, everyone's upset. Let's get Big Poppy.
I mean,
Who I
that's
love.
might that
I
might
love
be
David
it. Yeah,
Ortiz.
it might be him
I
and
love him.
Pedro.
And that's all you need. Then you suck me right in. It's like, remember when we had awesome
That's true.
Dominicans?
They have
We
one
don't
more year
anymore.
before it's a slam dunk where they can bring everybody back from the 27 the 20 to the 2007 team.
Yeah.
Uh
Bobby Kielty.
so yeah, sure.
Pinch hit homer.
Matt Brown lookalike
Yeah.
back in the
JD
day.
Drew comes out.
Yeah.
Um,
So I don't know. I'd say Tatum. Tatum's a good bet. Drake May's a really good one. The
Tatum
AFC
has a game
Championship
tonight though.
in Boston.
Let's look that up, Jack. No,
Um,
in Milwaukee.
so he's probably not
They're
going to
in
make it.
Milwaukee.
So
Um,
it could be Drake May. Drake May is probably a good shout. He
yeah,
might get
people will be
booed too.
happy. No, he won't get booed. If they brought out Will Campbell, he'd get booed. Which I don't agree with. So I want to talk to you. All right, let's talk about Konnor Griffin first. He's 19 years old, number one
Yep, here he
prospect
comes.
in baseball. He is making his debut for the Pirates
Today.
at home today. They sent him
Yep,
to AAA, and in a week he hit 500, and they were like, "Okay,
yep,
what were we tried to manipulate it, but this is a little ridiculous. Let's get him up here and get the draft compensation when he wins Rookie of the Year."
yep.
And um, also they were probably like, "We need to share up this defense because oh man, is the Pirates defense awful." And they're just gonna and the grooming Pirates pitchers for the Yankees is the scariest thing in the world to me.
So, yeah, sure. And
Uh,
it's looking a lot more. Just like I hope Connor Griffin is as good as everybody says, just so Paul Skeens doesn't demand to go to the Yankees in a couple of years. Um, but there are talks already that they're going to sign him to a 9 year, $120 million extension.
oh, that
Um,
was agreed upon 16 hours ago.
oh, well, okay, well, I didn't think they were going to make it official until he was in the majors, but um, it's strange to me that you're locking up, and I guess not strange. I guess just the timing that they're doing it before locking up Paul Skeens, the Rookie of the Year, Cy Young winner.
Back-to-back
Um,
seasons, yeah.
uh, before or they're locking up Griffin, who has never taken a major league at bat before. I understand it. Like the Brewers did it with Jackson Chourio, really good move. The Red Sox just did it with Roman Anthony, which, in my estimation, makes him extremely tradable. Um, but it, the talk on MLB Network is basically that the second coming of A-Rod is about to debut in the majors. And I know it's spring training, but aside from the game on the Red Sox where he hit two homers, he did not have a good spring. He swung and missed all the time. And I saw an interview with him, and just a weird thing. People asked him who he would compare his game to, and he said Bobby Witt Jr., who is like a top three player in the majors, which I get having confidence in yourself, but my goodness.
Yeah. Maybe just because they play the same position.
I think that's what it is, but Connor Griffin's way bigger than Bobby Witt. And then they said, he also said people have compared me to Carlos Correa too. So, I mean, that's a
That would
pretty
make
good
sense as
hybrid.
like a big dude.
Yeah, who can hit bombs, but we'll see. It's exciting to have a 19-year-old play in the big leagues and make his debut in April. The last one to do that was Juan Soto, who has been
Who?
pretty damn good.
Yes, he is. So let's see. When's for? Oh, they don't play till 4. Come on.
412 is first pitch there.
That's you know, we were gonna do this right after opening day. Baseball. I love baseball and I watch it so much. I can't wait till the first week's over. Then you
It's
just get
so
into
dumb.
the rhythm of the times of games. And Thursday the games are a little earlier. Wednesday they're the getaway days. Like I just want a 7 o'clock first pitch so bad.
Well, like, so the NFL, the past, I don't even know, decade plus has started opening on a Thursday. And then the last couple of years, they've thrown in like a Friday game. I think it was in Brazil this past season.
Yeah.
Like, baseball's not the same. You're not going to get everybody to just stop what they're doing and watch a baseball game like they will a football game. You do not need three different opening days for teams. The
Yeah,
Netflix
so
one was dumb. That was a bad broadcast, a bad production, and it just didn't make any sense.
know what bothered me about it? At first I was like, "Oh, this looks good." And then something happened with the center field camera where it was blown out, and then they were just like Netflix, 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 Netflix. They just kept
It
saying
had very
Netflix.
little to do with baseball.
And then Thursday comes around and I'm like, "All right, here we go. Actual opening day. This is exciting." I actually got lucky and well, no, Thea was sick, so I had to work from home that day because she couldn't go anywhere. And so I was home for it. And then I was like, wait a second. There's like six teams not playing.
Yeah.
And their opening day was Friday.
Doesn't make any sense.
And we know they build in maybe it's because they build in the off days. Regardless, it was too much for the open. I kind of want that just at 1 o'clock a game starts, and then we're just gonna have a little bit of staggered time, but we're just gonna have games until 10 o'clock at night. And I also started thinking if I could talk, it was so much better when it was just that couple that made the schedule. But I think you should start, if possible, against a division team to start the season for the sake of if you get snowed out or rained out, you're going to play them and be in that city again. The Red Sox aren't going back to Cincinnati. So if two games got rained out and you could only play one doubleheader, now you have to find a day to stop in Cincinnati, which sucks.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, it's not the height of the rivalry like it was 20 years ago, but start them out with rivalry games in your division. I don't
Yeah.
simple as that. The if the opening Netflix game was uh Red Sox Yankees, I think that would be more highly viewed than any other matchup that they could probably
Or
roll out there. Dodgers,
Dodgers Giants. You
yeah.
were in San Francisco. Put Shohei Ohtani on Netflix the first night. I mean, they put him on NBC, which worked, but all right, so the last thing we'll talk about, ABS. I love it. It's
You know why I
fast.
love it, Tom? Because the arrogance of a baseball umpire is now in check. I wish Joe West was still umping so somebody could challenge him and that look on his stupid fat face to be wrong and be held accountable for it.
Oh, you don't like Cowboy Joe? Do you like his music?
Obviously not.
Um, CB Buckner had a rough one. He missed 20 calls.
Do you remember when we were kids and we used to get Sports Illustrated all the time?
Yeah.
CB Buckner has been the worst umpire as voted on by the players for like his entire career.
Well,
Um,
I was gonna just say, how is it possible that he can get 20 missed calls and there's no repercussions? Now he took a 100-mile-an-hour fast or foul tip off the face a couple days ago,
I
but
don't
that's
think
not like
Roger Manfred called for that though.
no, no. But I'm saying, why can he miss 20 calls and then just be back at it the next day, standing at third base? Like there
Uh,
should be.
some accountability. There's a report card that has no bearing on what they do or how they're judged. It should be. I mean, it happens a lot in basketball where a ref's call or calls can really determine the outcome of a game. Bam Adebayo, 100 points. Um,
83.
or 81, 83 points.
Jack, you didn't stop at 81 and that upset people.
Well, that's a conversation for another podcast because if you're upset by that, you don't understand how competitive sports work.
And you have
Um,
a weird, weird ideology for Kobe Bryant.
yeah, I know. That is weird. Um, so anyways, but in baseball, what you've seen with ABS over the first week is that when a play is challenged or a call is challenged, momentum shifts pitch to pitch. Like last night in the Diamondbacks Braves game, Ozzie Albies challenged a pitch on 3-2 that essentially opened the floodgates because it was a strike three call. It was an inch outside or half an inch outside. And then he walked. And because he walked, the Braves scored like 6 runs that inning and ended up winning 17-2. Like that, it was 0-0 at that point. So the momentum thing is real. A pitcher who's starting to walk off the mound, who then has to go back out, That can really affect them. I really like it. It holds umps in check. I wish the Red Sox were better at using it. Um, the top of the third inning challenge by Cedon the other day with no runners on the first pitch is you want to just go out there and be like, these aren't unlimited. You got to
Yeah.
use them correctly. And
I
I hope they
am,
get better at it.
yeah, it really
Especially
does.
guys who like
Oh,
swing and miss like that. Like
right,
where it's just like they don't have a really good working knowledge of the strike zone.
right. What I found out is a catcher challenges a pitch, and even if the catcher is right, when that shit is less than point 0.1 inches from the zone, you're like, God, these umps are actually pretty good. Like, there haven't been like totally, there have been a couple where it's like, ooh, three-quarters of that ball was in the strike zone. But it's usually like an umpire isn't seeing a low pitch. You know? It's like, okay, he's missing this low pitch every time he's calling it a strike. Um, but they're all pretty damn close. Rarely do you see like I have seen like maybe two where it's like this was 2 inches off the plate. You missed it.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Um, but there's also been hitters who have just had like center cut fastballs and they're
Yeah.
tapping their head like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Um, I like the idea of an umpire having an awful zone and them just getting eaten alive for it. And man, does the crowd go nuts.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I wonder if that enthusiasm's going to wear off because it's like I think it's a collective. We're in this against the umpires,
Oh,
and
of course.
you feel it when a call gets overturned. I mean, they didn't need the extra 2 runs, but the Red Sox benefited from Roman Anthony doing it in the first game. They scored 2 extra insurance runs um, after he got a successful challenge. But yeah, other than that, they haven't been good. The final thing, Jack, have you seen that because of this, they had to do very precise height measurements of all the players in baseball?
Yeah.
Did you see Gavin Lux lost 3 inches? He was saying he was 6'1" and he's 5'10".
That happened across the entire major leagues.
It's
Guys went
so
down
funny.
from it is funny. Guys went down from and that's pro wrestling shit. Like
Yeah,
6'10" from parts
that's
unknown.
that's Coach Pucko. I was 6'1", 190, and I was like, sir, I weigh like 165 pounds. I
I'm
am
5'8" now.
I'm in eighth grade. That is not my
I
size.
thought you meant when he talked about other players. When he
Oh,
would say, he would always tell us like the person across from us was all world, all
yeah,
universe guy, 6'6", 315. He's coming after you. Like it's central Massachusetts. Nobody is that big.
yeah. The two biggest kids in the entire league were on our team, and they played tight end.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it's wicked funny. But all right, Jack, I think that's about as much as my voice can take it.
Yeah, we're not feeling well, team. So like and subscribe because you got two warriors out here like me and
Yeah,
Tom.
we are
Just
just
giving you the
grinding it
content.
out. All right, Jack, enjoy opening day.
Short one. Bye bye.